welcome back to Slay the Princess. I don't know how much longer we have with this game, because it seems to just be going on forever and ever. So we'll just get right into it. Where we left off. You're here to slay her, blah blah. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning, she will. I don't think.
Yeah,
doesn't.
We all know. Don't trust anyone.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the blade is your. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting.
Yeah,
Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourself. So deep breath in.
Interesting.
You reached. Good. Is it gonna? The blade is the. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Sure. I keep skipping these because I keep thinking they're the same things, audios, but...
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Oh my.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs. Come back. She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard is it to throw a knife? Step up into the void between the stairs.
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
See, you say that, but...
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Can I go back the way I can? Do nothing, go right, go left. Well, let's go right.
You turn to the right.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Your arms quickly follow.
Oh, don't like this one.
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Oh, he keeps
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure.
What is happening here?
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
No.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves, heart, lungs.
Leave together or she's just gonna kill me.
Nerves, heart, lungs.
That's leave together as well. I'm confused.
Nerves, heart, lungs. Are you serious? Nerves, heart. You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
I've tried to slay her countless
Nobody's happy
times.
here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it
Press
down.
that.
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
What is happening?
A reprieve. A good life.
Hold
Love.
on.
Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment.
This is
Gone
a
the
game
next.
about inner.
The worms
Demons.
have found their orifices.
Oh my god. I didn't know this game would be about
Let
inner
me
demons.
out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going. You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
But he doesn't respond.
Oops. I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Whoa. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
This is about inner demons, and the princess is not actually a princess. It's about slaying my own inner demons. But no matter how hard you try, you just can't.
There was a princess, I think.
Which is not
It's all
entirely
so
true.
fuzzy.
But
It hurts when I try to remember. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
being here.
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You
I'm
have
trying
to
let
slay
her
her.
out.
Slay? We decided not to do that.
Okay, fine. How about
Didn't
this?
we?
I will let her out this this time.
Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us.
Okay,
If you
I'll
think
let her
about
out
it,
this time.
she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
And these are different emotions that can
There's
cause
nothing
trauma.
for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her,
Come from
so we have to
your
set her
demons.
free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I've been here like 50 million times at this point. I'm gonna just go to the
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies.
Yep.
And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose. You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to smash it too. She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
So, is there like the ending where you let your inner demons win, and then there's an ending where you don't let them win? Because it seems like no matter what I do,
Proceed.
inner demon always wins.
Proceed
so
to
just
where?
Back right to where.
I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
So,
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them. And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her. The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. Take
yeah,
it.
I know it's my blade.
It's the only way forward.
Okay, you have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep, deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
And closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my will and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
Oh, lovely.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
I have
You
to.
extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
Princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
It's void again. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. None
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop with the smashing? What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves. Yeah. I think I'd like that. Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Silence as you reach forward. They've gone once again. The meal always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it. If I did, I would already be awake. No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
No idea.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
What is attacking the entity, though? Destroying your body. I feel like destroying your body is an ending. I feel like attacking the entity may be an ending, but it might also just send you back. And then I'm ready to go back, just start the whole thing over again.
Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Oh.
And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Then should I go back?
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
I die again.
Your Honor, you're here.
Yeah, whatever. Let's just go to the cabin.
You make your... We're not going to ignore him.
Cabin. Ignore him, blah, 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 blah.
The interior of the blade.
Oh, it's a regular cabin. I'm gonna just enter the basement this time.
The door is... Don't... Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. I am begging...
Hi.
She's beautiful, blah, blah, blah. I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this
You're
more
only
difficult.
making
Thank
this
you.
more difficult.
You're making
Thank
a...
you.
No.
You have a huge
You're doing the right
mistake.
thing. Walk up to
No.
their large and heavy.
Ah.
I'm guessing you don't have the
I
key?
don't
Maybe
have
it's
the
doubtful.
key. Oh no. If there isn't a key, do you have any other
Maybe there's some way to
ideas?
break the
Maybe
chains?
break the chains.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess.
Oh,
She
you
offers
can
the
cut
suggestion, if
out
we were
the-
stuck down here long enough, you attempt to make someone else
Oh no, the door shuts on me. It's only the bottom of the stairs.
easier
blah,
for
blah.
everyone.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out.
She barely hesitates as she rips her flesh from her. It's the blade, or you won't like... Fine. You cut
Save the
into... The blade is
princess.
sharp. She didn't so much as utter a... No. She smiled. How is...
Thank you.
Then approach the locked door.
We won't have... As the princess approaches...
and the
Wait,
nail
watch me.
makes me kill her.
What are you doing?
Did I break the game? I can't press any of these. I guess I'll skip. If it lets me skip. Oh. Oh. I didn't see that that had a thing on it.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a... Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out. The blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm resisting you, you dick.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay
don't?
strong.
I don't
We can
know.
tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die. Your Honor, you're here.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, she will love. If only. Excuse. Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. I do. But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Don't pay their bickering any mind. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Well,
The door to the basement creaks open,
This is a
revealing an
beautiful-
intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches
Glimmers.
positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is
God,
probably
you
doing
say
her.
that
A
every
soft
time.
voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
God.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
Bit much.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Yeah.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
This time she.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far
Oh God.
wall.
Oh God.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Yep.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is
I really
horrible.
Don't like this narrator guy.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Shut up, Ariel. I'm gonna do whatever I feel like it.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She
Okay.
took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Oh,
I think he's right, because
wow.
I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Wait.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Well,
If her
watch
hand
me.
could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who
devil
tells
on
you
your
what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now? That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. I like to think that you do, actually.
Stop doing that.
Look, I have my
keeps
doubts, but the
clicking
choice has been
twice.
made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
So, inner demons all squashed by love.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You
Good
just met
message.
her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's
No.
too late.
You're
You're
not
enjoying
doing that.
this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
If anyone suffered, it's me, and it's been at your hands. So
That's
no.
the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Love will set you free. Romantic haze.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Uh-oh.
Where did everything go? Where did
Boy,
he
no.
go? Oh, is he gone?
Whatever it's called.
I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
You don't get the chance to make that chat. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memories are
She's
stolen.
gone. And is that a...
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
It's because it is.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They've gone once again. The mirror makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see its figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in glass in two. The mirror cracks on another and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help, after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Shut up.
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point, I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
That's a good point. So the glass breaks every time I ask a question.
I'm aware, And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time. A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through.
Told you I was
The
trapped.
construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore. You were either going to have seen all this, or you weren't going to have seen all this. This is worse, but you still have an opportunity to save the world. You can still slay her.
I can still slay her?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Like I said, this isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone. With some amount of difficulty, but you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you had destroyed her within the confines of the construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through. You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
But shouldn't I... So I shouldn't be getting rid of death, though. Because death is death.
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long
So
the two of you
she's
waited.
time.
Eventually she would find a way to leave. And then everything would change. Everything would face oblivion.
Wait, so she's time, and I'm death. And the only thing that destroys death is time. 'Cause time lasts forever. I don't know
Until
what I just
then,
said.
the clock ticks on.
I don't know if that was correct. Told enough. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, vast and nascent God, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed for the last time. Bring the danger. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
So it's basically death and time. I just had a huge realization, but
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
why would I destroy death? I mean,
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict. If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back. Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together, hand in loving hand.
There are few things more terrifying than one's own heart, and there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
aware of what it did to you, but it is through the pain of vulnerability that we heal. Will you leave all who have been hurt to live unmended?
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow? Meaning lies in experience, and experience lies in contrast. Abandoning one's search is not the same as losing the capacity to discover. I am contrast itself. To reject me is to reject the shape of everything. Do not use words to reduce that which your eyes know to be irreducible. A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once. You learned to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to humble me, to show me how far I was from what I needed to be. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle some meaning.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
You are helpless and weightless, suspended in the gravity of an idea that reaches far beyond the scope of your existence. The very ground beneath your feet loses its meaning. There is nothing but me. When you were confronted with my vessel's apotheosis, you chose to accept me, to allow me to burn away everything you are, and fill you with nothing but my divine will. You accepted that I was everything. Without me, there is no future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into consciousness.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
I guess I could have keep going with the fight, but free yourself. Fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, a twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles, push back and strain against it. So it does not yield.
I love you.
All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free. She is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something as simply is. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone. The two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Wow. Oh shit. That got really philosophical at the end. Oh my gosh. I thought that was a fucking... I thought it was a philosophical thing about your inner demons, but oh, interesting. Oh, that's nice. That's awesome. Wow. Okay, I thought there towards the end that it was about you battling your inner demons, and it was an allegory for never being able to win against your inner demons and having to accept them and only walk through them and stuff. But that turned into a whole fucking I'm death, the princess is time, and death and time are in this constant battle between each other, because time takes everything. Time takes even death. Time causes things to die. Time uses death to kill things. Wow. I did not expect that to be that philosophical. I just thought it was going to be a horror game. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay, that never happened before. That was an astounding game. This was a beautifully made game. I love the art style. The drawn art style is the sketch art style is pretty cool. Oh, that story, I can't get over that story. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, but I definitely recommend this. This game is actually free on Steam, so if you want to play it, it's free. So, no have to pay for it at all. But, wow. I can't get over the storyline. It took such a philosophical tone. Oh my god. But anyway, this has been Slay the Princess. I hope you all enjoyed this game. And subscribe for more games like this. Give this a like if you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. And I will see all of you in the next one.